Hi Gemini, welcome to May, and happy birthday for some of you. And thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel, and thank you for sharing, thank you for commenting, and for those who've ordered readings, thank you. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you guys are all enjoying these readings that I do every month. And before I start with your reading, I want to call in some good energy. Welcome to May. This is Teresa. So we have a new moon in Taurus on the 4th and a full moon in Scorpio on the 18th. And I'll get into that. That's going to be in your 12th, 6th house axis. So I'll get into that in a minute. Let's see what the cards have to say for relationships, love and relationships in the month of May for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know about love and relationships? May only the highest forces be present to ensure that the truth be told. Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say. I don't know wherever you are living, but we are experiencing tons of rain the past 2 days. It's a deluge. Spring showers bring May flowers. Alright, let's see. What does Gemini need to know about love and relationships for May 2019? The Death card. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. The Fool. The Hangman. The Lovers. The Knight of Cups. The Judgment card. Wow, you have a lot of major arcana. This is going to be a significant... The Queen of Wands, significant month. And the Eight of Wands. Okay, so... You start the month off, the Death card... The tongue twister, the Death card, and the Nine of Pentacles. So there's a cycle that's ending. Because the death is not necessarily someone's death. It really doesn't mean that. It means it's the death of a way of life for you, the death of a cycle. Maybe it's like a part of you you're going through transformation. You're changing. And in the process of changing who you are and how you are showing up in the world, the old you is dying. Because it's giving birth, it's like you're giving birth to a new you. So it's really a positive. The Death card is really a positive card, in my opinion, in the tarot, because it means the death to the old. Everything that's stagnant and dying and no longer, needed, is being cleared out, so that you can prepare for a new birth, some new fresh energy. It's kind of like cleaning out your closet because you got a whole new wardrobe coming in, or you're clearing out the basement because you're bringing in fresh energy, you're bringing in new furniture, you're bringing in new experiences. But before the new can come in, you have to clear out the old. You can only fit so much in your life. And you can't hold on to the past, and you can't hold on to old loves, old relationships. Then you won't have the energy for the new. It's kind of like when you break up with someone. If you're still pining over someone, you're not going to meet anyone new. So you're releasing the past in May. You're realizing, okay, that was the old me. That was then. This is now. And you're in a good place, because the Nine of Pentacles is a card of abundance. Here's this woman in her garden. She's got her hawk power animal with her. This is a card of, the hawk means messages. A message is coming. It also can mean you're going to be a lot more perceptive in May. You're going to be able to read people and see beneath the surface. And, you're going to be thinking why am I thinking about that person? I don't know. You're just going to be maybe even more competitive or more aggressive. I don't know. Because sometimes, the hawk it's a very powerful bird. So if the hawk is your power animal, you have the ability to attack your enemies or tear the heads off people that are standing in your way. So you want to be careful with communication. You know, you don't want to go over the top. But at the same time, you're standing in your power. The Nine of Pentacles can also mean that you have a lot of independence. It could be in a career situation, like you don't need anyone. You could be working for yourself as a consultant, or the job that you're doing gives you a lot of freedom. Because this sometimes means you're either going to be a manager of something, or you're working independently where people are trusting you to do the job and you just report back. So this is a card of financial freedom and doing work that you're not like working under someone who's like supervising you really closely. You're being given free rein. But that being said, you could be mourning the past, because if you look at this card, there's a guy standing by a tombstone with a rose, and it's like you're blessing the past. It's like you're saying, okay, yeah, that was beautiful. You know, everything that I experienced up until now was really beautiful, and it had its place in my life, but now it's time for me to move on. It's time for me to embrace the new and to grow, you know. And so to do that, you have to let go of the past. You have to kind of wrap up your memories in a pretty little bow, pretty little paper, and just kiss them goodbye and say, okay, let me put you to rest, because now I have new goals to conquer, new people to see. And I feel like you're feeling a little bit lonely at the beginning of May. You've been working really hard towards a goal. You have the Nine of Wands here. This is a card of you've been just working, and it's like you have no time for anything. You haven't really made time for love, some of you. Some of you might be so focused on work that you haven't really made time in your life for relationship, or the other things that are important that bring you joy. So you're starting to realize, you know, it's not all about money. Money, you know, it might have been the main motivation. Like, yeah, I just want financial security. I want to work hard so I can provide for my family or my loved ones. But at some point, you're realizing there's more to life than just financial security. There's more to life than just having a nice home to live in. You want to be able to share everything, share your abundance, share your joy, share your gifts with someone else. And with the Nine of Wands, there may have been times that you felt like giving up. Like, I'm not seeing any results. Like, even if let's say you're trying to meet someone, and you're just not connecting with anybody. You're like, oh, maybe I should just give up. Or you're in a relationship and you've been having some difficulties, and you might be thinking, you know, I can't work this out. Maybe I should just cut my losses and move on. The Nine of Wands is saying, don't give up. You're really close to achieving your goal. You just have to try. Give it that one last shot. But there are a lot of nines in here. There's like the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. So you're almost at the end of a cycle. You're almost like reaching the top of the mountain. It's like, you know, when you get to the 10, you're done with that phase of your life. So you're kind of in transition right now. You're moving from, you're going to be like reaching a state of completion and then getting ready to start a new cycle, because you have the Fool card here. So you may have recently started something really brand new. It could be a new relationship. It could even be a career move where you're in a new environment, or you're doing work that's totally new to you and it's a little bit uncomfortable because it's so new. You're still kind of learning the ropes, and it's challenging, but it's exciting at the same time. But you're still thinking like, you know, there's a little bit of fear with the new. But it is definitely giving something up for something better, because you have the Hangman here. Now, the thing about the Hangman is, and Gemini, you know, you have a lot of restless energy. You want things to happen, you know. You get bored. It's like when things are not happening, you're like, okay, you know, what's next? With the Hangman, you're going to have patience, because you're in this you're kind of like feeling in limbo right now. It's like you're in this transition, this limbo period. The old is kind of moving out, but it's not quite done. the new is just beginning, but it's not really established. So you're kind of like in between two worlds. And you're feeling impatient. You might be feeling a little bit like you're spinning your wheels. Like, okay, when am I going to be able to sink my teeth into this new thing? The Lover's card is here. But this is definitely a card of giving something up for something better. Moving into a new cycle that's going to be an improvement. It's going to be something new. It could be a new relationship. Maybe an old relationship is dying out or ending. And now there's the potential for something new on the horizon. Or it could even be a job. I'm even seeing like a career like a career change, transition in the work that you do. Like maybe you gave up something old, something that you had been doing for a long time. You gave that up, and now you're embracing this new path. And it's taking a while to get off the ground. It's taking a while for it to get established where you feel comfortable, where you feel like I'm producing something, I'm making a difference. So don't be impatient. Now with the Lovers, this can be in a relationship, someone very significant on the horizon that's coming in the future. The very near future. So sometime in May, you could be connecting with someone that it could even be a fire sign. Could be a fire sign or a water sign. But even if it's not, I don't always go by the signs. Sometimes that works out. I always go by the personality of the card because I think that is often more accurate. Because even though, you may know someone who's, let's say, an earth sign, but they could have like a fire sign rising or a moon that's a fire, So they have fire energy in their chart and they could be expressing a lot of that. So you can't always go just by the sun sign. But the Lovers, there's always whenever the Lovers comes up, it can mean a strong attraction. But it also means there's always a choice involved between two paths. So it could be, if it's a career opportunity, it's a choice of, do I want to stay where I'm at and do what I've been doing? Or do I want to embrace this new path? If I give it up, because the problem is, you're not totally unhappy with what you have now. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. It's not like it's a no-brainer. Oh, I'm miserable. I hate this job or I hate this relationship. It's not. It's more of a like, yeah, it's good. It's okay. It could be better, but I'm happy. And here's this new opportunity, and it feels like a sacrifice. Like if I choose this new opportunity, whether it's a relationship or a career path, and it could even be both, because I'm seeing love and it could be both. Because with Gemini, there's always that duality, Geminis never just do one thing. They're always doing more than one thing. Because they just need that. They need to keep busy. They get bored. And they're very good at multitasking. But anyway, the thing is that you feel by giving up, like you're giving up something that you're not really, that's good. It has a lot that's good in there. And you're like, I don't know if I really want to give this up. But I really want this new opportunity. So you're at this there's like a dilemma. What do I choose? Do I really want to give this up? But that opportunity, that's going to be such a great opportunity for me. So it's like, if it's a work thing, like I really like my job. And yeah, this new opportunity represents adventure and a new scene. And it's exciting and it could lead to more financial success and security. So you have to do some thinking. You have to make some choices because with the Lovers, the thing about the Lovers, this is a serious choice. It's going to affect your life direction. It's not like, oh, should I have chocolate or vanilla, ice cream. Whatever choice you make, it's going to, your life's going to take a new path based on your choice. So you want to make sure that it's what you really want. And if it's a love relationship, because it could even be a relationship where like, well, I'm not too unhappy with the person I'm with. Maybe things could be a little more exciting. But there's this new love, this person that's really intriguing to me, and I really want to explore that, So it could be something like that too, where you're thinking about giving up a relationship for someone else. Or it could even be choosing to commit or not commit. Like, do I stay? Maybe you're just dating and you're thinking, do I want to take it to the next level? Do I want to commit? Do I want a more like a marriage or an exclusive arrangement or something like that? So you have some choices to make in May. But there are some exciting new beginnings. The thing about the choice, though, I want to stress is once you make the decision, you're not going to be able to go back and say, oh, do over, I changed my mind, I want to go back to what I had. It's like the door is going to close. So that's why you really have to know, do I really want this? So that's where your the heartbeat comes in, like the scariness of it. It's new and exciting, and I want to be sure. But with the Fool, you're feeling called on some divine level. Like it's like you're being guided by intuition. Like I need to follow this path. I don't know why. It may not make sense to anybody but me, but I feel called to do this, and I need to follow my calling. And whether it means, choosing a new love to be involved with, or choosing to be involved with someone, or choosing a new job, or a new career path, or a life path even, it's in spite of the unknown and in spite of the risks, you really feel divinely guided. So you should trust your intuition. If you feel like you're being pulled in a certain direction and it's really speaking to your heart, and it's something that you really feel like, I need this person in my life. My life will be incomplete without this person. Or my life would be incomplete without this experience. Whatever it is. Even though I know I'm making a sacrifice, I'm giving up something that's maybe good, maybe I'll regret it, I don't know. But I really feel like I need this change. I need this new opportunity. Because otherwise I'm going to feel dead. I'm going to feel like I'm not growing, I'm not changing, I'm stagnating. And it's better to be alive than to feel dead, You don't want to be dead. You want to be living to your fullest potential. So you have this Knight of Cups here. That's a proposal. That could be someone who's very artistic, very creative, very sensitive. Someone's offering you an opportunity. Maybe it's a creative project. Maybe it's a relationship with someone who's feels like a karmic connection. You feel a special connection with this person. Someone who brings romance into your life, or creativity, or someone very imaginative, a lot of imagination. It could be like a soulmate connection, especially with the Lover's card here. You could be connecting with someone that really if you're not in a relationship already, you could be meeting someone that you really feel a strong connection to. And if you are in a relationship, maybe you're just ready to go deeper into it. Or you're recognizing that this person is really someone that is, my life would not be the same without this person. So you have an opportunity with the Fool to, if you're in a relationship, you have the opportunity to wipe the slate clean and start over, turn a page. Let's start over. Let's try and work on this. Let's make it work. For some of you, you might decide, no, I need to let this go because there's something new that's calling me. With the Judgment card here, this is a card of waking up and realizing what you need to do. That maybe you need to change certain things in your environment. The Judgment is a wake-up call. It can also mean like having a spiritual awakening where you realize, you know what, I need to make some changes within myself even. And I'm going to really try hard to be better. I'm going to try to, eat healthier, exercise, or even in the way you interact with a partner. You might feel like, maybe I could do better. I can, relate to people in a better way. You're realizing where you need to work on yourself, and you are working on yourself. You want to make some real change. And it's also a card of you're not waiting for change to happen. You're initiating. Judgment means initiating change and wanting to improve, wanting to have more to offer someone that you love. Like maybe you've been negligent in some way and you want to make changes. This also can be a card of forgiveness. And it's a card of rebirth. So it's like you have to forgive the past. If someone hurt you and you're still carrying a grudge or something, you need to release it. You need to forgive them. You know, whatever happened. Let bygones be bygones. And, you know, turn the page in your life. Don't hold on to past hurts or the past failures. Forgive the person, forgive yourself, and change. You know, it's like, you do better, and until you know better, you do the best you can until you know better. And when you know better, you do better. That's the phrase I was trying to say. So, you know, if you're waking up and realizing, hey, you know, I made some mistakes and I could do better, well, then you're going to change and do better. The Queen of Wands is here, and the Eight of Wands. So definitely doors are going to be opening. That's the arrows of love, opportunity, things happening quickly. The Queen of Wands can mean that you're meeting someone who's very who could be a fire sign. Someone who's knows what they want and goes after it, but it could also be qualities within you. Maybe you're taking more of a leadership role in your life. Maybe you're being offered a leadership role. And things are happening quicker than you expected, and you're a little bit nervous about the speed of it. You know, you could be meeting someone where the sparks are flying, and you're really excited about this new relationship. And you're thinking, oh, I don't know, are things moving too quickly? You know, it's like everything, it's real excitement. The Eight of Wands is exciting energy. It's like speed. Like, I just want to jump into this thing. I just want to, I want things to happen like now. So you're going to be having an exciting May. May is going to be exciting. You're going to have an opportunity for new beginnings and new opportunities in love and I think also career. But you have to be the leader. You have to take charge. You have to initiate change. Don't sit home. Don't sit down waiting for like the knight in shining armor to come knocking on your door. Don't sit around waiting for the boss to say, okay, we're going to promote you. You have to take action. You have to be proactive. If you're wanting to make changes, if you're wanting change, you have to initiate it somehow. Like, go looking for that higher position. Go looking for that new relationship. And like throw the line out. Call someone, say, hey, ask someone out on a date. Whatever it is, you have to take action. The opportunity is there, but it's like, people sometimes sit around waiting for things to happen instead of making them happen. When astrology and the tarot says opportunity is here, it means now's the time to strike. It doesn't mean it's going to automatically happen if you just sit and do nothing. If you sit in your house and you never go out, it's going to pass you by. I'm not saying you're going to do that, but I'm just saying that it's going to be an exciting time. And you could be moving into a whole new environment, or new job, new love, new relationship. It's going to be an improvement, because sometimes with the Judgment too, that can mean change of job, change of residence, change in the work that you do. You're just feeling stronger. You're feeling more empowered, and your needs are changing, so you want more, and you should claim it. So you are going to be giving something up for something better. So the new moon is falling in your 12th house, and Neptune is in your 10th house. So there could be a little confusion about your life direction. And with the 12th house new moon, it is a great time to really release any cycle, because the 12th house is the house of hidden enemies, psychological blocks, where you're really trying to find meaning in life. But it's also, excuse me, a time of clearing out the old so that you can prepare for the new cycle. Because when you have your new moon in Gemini next month in June, that's when you want to hit the ground running. So now's a time of taking time out to think about what you want. Think about the decisions and the choices that are available to you. Clear out whatever's no longer work. Any kind of baggage. If you got baggage, now's the time to work on it. Any kind of fears, any kind of self-defeating negative thoughts. Anything that's from your side, that you're not, like if you have any blind spots, any psychological blocks that you're not aware of, it's a good time to clear all that out. You can have a new start. You can tackle that now. You're being supported. And Neptune also in the 10th house can bring creativity, and you could be on a spiritual path. You could be helping others. Your career can involve helping others in some way, through counseling, through even nursing, or even some kind of healing modality, some type of spirituality. Neptune also rules music, art, photography, film. So you could be doing something that's creative. Whatever it is, it represents a new path. And it's a path that's going to bring you a lot of excitement. And also, Neptune is trining the North Node in your second house. So it's like the North Node is the path you want to go on. So in the second house, you have to, and it's in Cancer, you have to, it's telling you to take care of yourself and your needs, as well as the needs of others. Like, you have to nurture yourself. You have to build your self-esteem, maybe, or yourself, what do I value? Am I getting paid what I'm worth? Am I receiving the love I need? You have an opportunity to nurture yourself and to make sure you're getting what you deserve from life. And that whatever your choice is, it supports you. It has a supportive energy. Mars is opposing Jupiter from your first house, and Jupiter's in the 7th. So if you're looking for a relationship, Jupiter is going to help you to meet someone really wonderful. And Mars is in your first, so you may be really excited about, if you meet someone new that you're really excited about, you may be going over the top with Mars energy. So don't don't be too pushy, or, just kind of calm yourself. Because Jupiter makes you overdo things or take on more than you can handle. But Jupiter in the 7th is great because it means wherever Jupiter falls in your chart, it brings luck and abundance. So in the 7th, it can bring a partner that's very optimistic, very positive, someone who is a good, maybe has a good job, earns a lot of money, someone who's financially abundant. Jupiter is abundance. So you could be connecting with someone that brings a lot of optimism into your life. Like, you're really positive about this relationship. You feel positive. You feel lucky to have met this person, or you feel lucky to be in this relationship. Or even if it's because the 7th house is also career partnerships, you could be lucky, feeling like, oh, this is a great connection, career-wise. So if you're partnering with someone on a career project, it brings you new hope, and you're really excited about it. With Mars in the first house, you're like, I really want to do something. I'm really excited about taking action. And it may inspire you to work on yourself with Mars in the first house. Make changes in your appearance. Make changes in how you're presenting yourself to the world. So, and then the full moon, it comes across, it's happening in the 6th house, which is the house of employment. And the sun is in the 12th house. But it's also the house of health and service. So some project could be completing around work. You could be here, finally wrapping something up. There could also be, you have Venus and Uranus in the 12th house coming together. So there could be some type of romantic, you might have feelings for someone at work, or that you have to keep hidden. Or some opportunity comes out. Maybe you meet someone, but you can't really date each other right away. Like, you have to keep it quiet for a while. You want to keep things under the wraps. You don't want to come out with it. You want to keep things private. You don't want to go public with it. Because whatever's in the 12th house is hidden. So if you're in love with someone, if you find love in May, you may want to keep it to yourself, or you may feel like you don't want to share the news with anyone yet. But Pluto is in your 8th house. So it may be transforming your views on intimacy. You may attract someone who has very powerful effect on you. And you're ready to open up. They're going to help you to confront your demons and really go deep into a relationship. If you've been afraid to go deep in a relationship, this person can help transform you. Help you to overcome your fears. It could also, Pluto, because the 8th house is money, it could bring inheritance. It could bring money coming in from other sources like funding, grants, or even winning a prize or a lotto or something. I mean, it brings money, not money that you earn, money that you get from others. even a partner's income. Maybe if you're married, your partner could get like a big raise or promotion. So, May looks good for you, Gemini. Embrace the opportunities that are coming your way and release the past. And choose wisely. Take your time. But you know, I see May as a month of opportunity and new starts, new beginnings, powerful new beginnings. Because you are changing on deep levels. And you're ready to release the past, release old baggage, and you're ready to embrace success and love at a deeper level. So don't be afraid to go deep, and don't be afraid to give up what has is ready to fade. You know, don't be afraid to release the past or release old cycles that are no longer making sense in your life. And embrace this love and embrace these opportunities. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Gemini, and if you'd like a private reading, just click on the link in the description box and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, happy birthday again and enjoy May, and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye.